Mr. DeRico, sir.
It's always good. I already scratched off about half my list already in the discussion we had. Just want to make sure that the public is aware. We take the holiday safety issues here in our community very seriously. Right now, actively, the Sheriff's Department's out in holiday patrol. If you've been out in our shopping centers and stuff, you'll see those deputies out there making contact with the public. We've so far it's gone very well. And with that, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday. I think everyone's kind of interesting to watch what happens statistically now through this month and some of the activity that's going out there. I know that I'm sure Mr. Paul will have some goodwill statement for us all. He saved us last night at the meeting. But I think, it's just a thing that people be respectful of each other as we're through this process. And understanding the kids are going to be out of school here for a few weeks, so we got to be on our game to make sure that their activity out there, they have something to do that's not negative.
At this point in time we have the opportunity for non-agenda items to speak to the commission. You to fill out a business card, a speaker card, excuse me, and you have 3 minutes, and I have one from Mr. David Paul.
Mr. Vice Chair and Commissioners, good morning. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the Vice Mayor for that high honor of being able to close out the meeting last night. I appreciate that. Sometimes after a talk, I get a little excited. It's hard to sleep, and it was fortuitous because I turned on the TV. I found a brand new show. It's called American Badass, and I recommend this to everybody. Now, what happens is they take 5 historical figures, they rate them in 5 criteria of how you faced adversity, how you faced danger, how you handled challenge. And the thing that struck me was Theodore Roosevelt beat out Neil Armstrong by 1 point. But the part about Neil Armstrong that amazed me was the reason this man was chosen for the high single honor of being the first man on the moon was because he was humble. He was not the most humble astronaut. He was the most humble man the people that made that decision had ever met. And that's what heartens me when I come around this room and look at all you warriors and the humility you face. District Attorney Franklin, that's badass to prosecute these criminals. Thank you. Mark and Jason, it's badass the way you manage this city and just keep on it. Dr. Brown, the way you save lives from any tragedy that comes and just keep at it, that's badass. Lisa Rodriguez, the way you help people in the most troubled times of their life and keep at it, that's badass. Anybody else here that I haven't mentioned, I appreciate what you do so much. Our Vice Mayor, this man is straight up badass. And just this morning, Mr. DeRico, who I couldn't have more respect for, told me some stories about his foster children that made me respect you even more. That, sir, was badass. Thank you. I appreciate the Sheriff's Department, the Fire Department, the way our local heroes go about making this community better, fearlessly facing down all that comes. That is badass. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Mr. Paul, I just got a message from the Vice Mayor. He says you can take another 25 minutes. Thank you, sir. It's always a pleasure to have you here at every meeting. I saw you last night, and I know the City Council appreciates all the positive things that you say about this city, and because there is tons of it, and if it wasn't for the people that are involved with the city, that's where we're at. So, and Jocelyn, you're badass too. She keeps it straight on there. So with that, I would like just to go out and say that thank you, Mr. Paul, Mr. Franklin, Sheriff's Department, unbelievable. Vice Mayor Christ, your leadership with the City Council has been unbelievable. A friend